Hey everyone, I'm Michael from Argon Studios, a Web3 development agency focused on making it easier for developers to build on the internet computer. Right now, user retention and user engagement are two of the biggest challenges for dApps. Why? Because Web3 notifications suck. As developers, we spend a lot of time, effort, and money building dApps and acquiring users. But we don't have a good, decentralized way to continually engage users, to notify them of events that require their attention, or to encourage habit-forming behaviors. This lack of Web3 notification services is limiting the adoption of dApps. Users must remember to constantly log back into your dApp to see if anything has changed, all while following Twitter or a Discord for alerts. This is an extremely poor user experience, especially relative to Web2 expectations. This leads to dApps leaking users. If we can't build an ecosystem of successful dApps, we'll never be able to motivate more developers to join our community. This will kill the internet computer's potential. The problem is that the infrastructure for effective Web3 notifications simply doesn't exist. It's a missing feature on most blockchains, especially the internet computers. Until now. With the internet computer's HTTPS Outcalls feature, internet identity authentication, and upcoming cross-chain integrations, we're creating a decentralized, secure notification service for developers building dApps on any chain, starting with the internet computer. And the opportunity is huge. Similar to how SNS by AWS unlocked a new wave of notification-based marketing for Web2 apps, we'll unlock the same potential for Web3. We've just released our very first product on the internet computer, an email notification service built with HTTPS Outcalls. Developers can now use this to engage users with transactional emails straight from their IC canisters. We're using Courier's idempotent API to make HTTPS calls. Courier then allows developers to configure their email provider of choice, like SendGrid, Gmail, or SES, to send user emails. I'll now hand over to Dean to give you a detailed product walkthrough.
Hi, I'm Dean from Argon Studios. Just going to give you a quick demo of how this emailer client works on the IC. Essentially, it uses a third-party tool called Courier, which sends emails on your behalf. So you connect with either your Gmail or Hotmail or whatever email provider you want, and it will send emails via a HTTP request. So what we do first is we log in to using the internet identity, and then we can register our Courier API key against this user. So you could either log out and have a different user or have a different key per user. So then on this next page, using the current logged in user, we can send an email, pretty standard stuff, the subject and the test. Should see that successfully go through. And if we check the emails, that one came through there. A quick overview of the code. So it's a pretty standard front end. It's a front end canister that's using a React app. You can find that in the emailer front end. Nothing crazy here. It's all pretty standard. The backend code has a main.makito file under emailer backend. How that works is you register the key, and using this shared function, it extracts the caller out of it and then saves it in a map, the key being the user ID or the principal ID, and then their API call. And then when you submit the form, there's another function here that also extracts it, retrieves it from the map, generates a UUID for an idempotency key. Because of the way HTTP outcalls work, it sends multiple requests and then consolidates them back. You don't want them sending multiple emails. So Courier is lucky enough to be able to use an idempotency key, which solves that issue. And that's why we went with Courier. Pretty straightforward stuff. And then you can see down here that it calls it the HTTP request here using a actor, which is the management canister.
Our email notification service not only showcases the HTTPS Outcalls functionality, but also makes a critical service available for anybody building dApps on the IC. The future success of the internet computer relies on user retention and engagement in our dApps. The more we can reduce user churn, the faster we'll achieve our goals. The missing link is being able to contact users when they're away from our dApps. We are solving that. Thank you.